Lies Lawyers, episode 4. Today, my name is Sam Ryan Hidari, host of the Sex, Lies, and Lawyers. And today we have a new and fabulous lady that I'm going to introduce to you. Jamie Villamor actually is here with us to just have a chat and a talk with her. Welcome to the show today.
Thank you so
Jamie.
much for having me.
Okay, Jamie, tell me about yourself a little bit, what you do actually.
So I do a variety of things. Right now I'm a sponsored shooter for Arms Corps, so I travel all over the world and compete shooting single stack pistol.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's great. And you had won any awards or championship actually?
No, I'm still really new to the sport. And a lot of the competitors, they started at a young age, so I always feel like I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage, but I like it. So I'm just putting myself out there and trying something new, like this late in the game was definitely.
When did you start that actually?
Um,
That you are saying that you are late in the game?
yeah, I'm late in the game. I just started shooting about 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And what do? You do the modeling as well, yes?
Yes, yeah, so I started modeling at a really young age. And it's kind of something that's always just showed up for me, not something that I've really ever pursued.
Okay. And
So.
where do you want to get with that, actually, the shooting and stuff, actually? What's your goal, ultimate
So
goal?
my goal originally was just to be proficient, to be like firearms proficient, be able to like defend the household. And then I saw the sports side of it, and that's what really like interested me. And I was like, wow, this is a legit sport, and these guys are amazing. They're like the ultimate athletes. So I was like, I'm gonna try it. So I started training with like one of the top shooters in the world. He actually just won World Shoot. His name is JJ Rakaza. And yeah, I
And you shoot rifles
myself
as
out
well,
there.
yes?
Yes.
Different kind of the
I
weapons.
have not dove into 3-gun. So that's actually like when you shoot a stage using the 3-gun. So it'd be pistol, rifle, and shotgun. But I have done AK matches and 2-gun where it's just like pistol and rifle.
Pistol and rifle. And what's your favorite rifle?
Cobalt Kinetics, my AR-15, and I have a Vortex optic on it.
Yeah, I'm a gun lover too at the same time. So, what
Okay.
about the guns? You said that you started just because of the self-protection, yes? And you started in Nevada or other states? When did you
I'm
start?
born and raised here, so I actually started here, training, got my CCW, I don't know, about 3 years ago. My youngest just turned 21, so
Wow.
both my girls both have their CCWs as well.
That's great. And do you recommend people to get the CCW in Nevada?
Absolutely, 100%.
And what's the reason?
I always say it's not a matter of if, but when. Like just the way like society is going. So we are our first responders. So you cannot depend on anyone else to like come save you. By the time you call the police and they show up, I mean, you don't have time.
And what age you started training your children actually to get
Ooh.
familiar with the guns actually and the gun safety?
I say I mean, my brother got he got a BB gun at 5. So I think as long as you implement the proper safety precautions, 5, 6 years old is fine to start. My girls didn't start until like later, probably junior high, so like 13, 14.
And when you told them that you have to shoot guns or just learn how to handle a gun, what they were saying to you? They were interested, or they were saying, oh no,
Yeah,
I don't
so I
want to just
had-
handle the gun, or I don't want to touch it, it's dangerous.
I had one that was completely on board, and she does amazing. She'll outshoot most of our law enforcement. Just a natural and amazing. And then my older one, she was a little resistant, but I wasn't going to push it. And I just said, you know what? I would rather you learn the skill so you have it in your toolbox to utilize in case you have the option. Then you have an option. But if you never learn how to manipulate it, then you lose that option. So if someone were to break in, at least you have it there as an option and you can decide. And then she was completely opposed. So So every birthday, Mother's Day, that's what I did. I'm like, I want you to come to the range with me. That's all I want for my birthday. So she slowly got introduced to it, and now she is comfortable. And actually, when we went to shoot for our CCWs, so this is the thing. It's like, typically we're afraid of what we don't know. So I'm like, the gun's not going to go off. Like, it's a weapon, and guns don't kill people. People kill people. So unless you're engaging the trigger, the gun's not just going to miraculously go off. So once I broke down, I had a Glock, and once I broke it down and taught her all the mechanics of the firearm, she got a little more comfortable. So we started dry firing before I took her into the range to live fire. So she understood the basics. We went in there for her CCW. I went with both girls. She outshot everyone in the class, all the men, even her sister that shoots more. And it's because she actually listened, and we did a lot of dry fire. And all you have to do is understand the mechanics and how it works, and you'll be fine.
That's interesting, because some people, they say that you should not learn it, or some of them, they are against even learning shooting actually, or experimenting it actually.
And I'm not here to like convince anyone of one way or the other. I just think for us and where we live and what we've been exposed to, it's not a bad thing to learn and know. And
it's
now
a skill that you need to learn actually to have it in your toolbox.
That's what I
based on
say.
what you said.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now it's funny because this is the child that used to sleep with like a fire hydrant by her bed. Because I'm like, well, if someone comes, you spray them and whack them in the head with it. Like, at least you have something. And now she sleeps with a loaded pistol by her bed.
Every night?
Yep. Yeah, we all do. Like, I have mine by my bed, she has hers, and my other daughter has hers.
Wow.
And one's moving to Utah, and she's like, hey, I wanted to get like a little safe in case.
Do you teach any classes as well?
I'll work with some females, but I always refer them because I feel like I'm still a student in my own sense and learning. And I don't really want to be responsible for anyone. So I always refer them to the people that have been like shooting for years and years. But as far as like basic firearm safety and like women, I'll always help a majority of the women, like new shooters. Or I have like a group that I can refer.
Okay, that's great. What about the rules actually of the castle rule that in other states, or we
Like
have
the
a stick to
castle
your
doctrine?
Castle doctrine? You're familiar with that, or the
I am
stick to your
familiar.
ground?
I am familiar with that, and that applies in Florida.
Yes.
And I've gone through a lot of that with the girls too. It actually applies, which a lot of people don't know, is your car is considered like that's your space.
That's a space. Like the infamous case actually that the lawyer shot someone that was bending into his car actually trying to make a threat in Arizona. Then he shot that guy, and Arizona said that it was a part of the property and he entered into the property.
Yep.
Therefore, it was a self-defense. There is no liability. But I don't know about the Nevada. What's the Nevada? Is there a stick to your ground rule?
I don't think it is. I should know, but I will tell you, anyone that does get their CCW, the first thing I tell them is to put your attorney on speed dial, because the last thing we want to do is get involved in an altercation. And ultimately, we teach awareness. Like, I tell them since they were little, let's be aware of like our surroundings, because the second you've gotten into something, you've already lost. So we want to avoid those scenarios altogether, and the last thing we want to do is take a life or have to like draw our weapon. And if you ever do, the first person you should call is your attorney.
Yeah. Have you ever been forced to use your gun actually to defend yourself?
No.
Never.
And if I did, like I said, the first person I would call
your lawyer.
Is my attorney.
Your attorney.
Yeah, because everything you say can and will be used against you. So I am not answering any questions. My life was in danger, and we can talk through the attorney.
Yeah. What about carrying the gun as a concealed weapon actually under the clothes? It gives you a feels of the security, or have you used it actually to show that someone sees that they go away?
No. So that would be like brandishing
or
your
something.
Weapon, which is against the law. The only time you draw your weapon is if there's intent to use it. So I would never, I don't want anyone to even know that I'm carrying. And I feel like if there were an active shooter, I would say the chances of them thinking that myself or my daughters are carrying are slim to none. So it puts us at an advantage.
An advantage. Okay, that's
So,
great.
and I'm not a big fan of like outside the waistband and showing everyone that you have a weapon because I feel like it makes you a target.
Yes, I
So-
agree. Our state is the open carry state,
It
so
is
you
an
can
open
just carry it without having any cover on it. It should be exposed, and everyone knows that you are carrying a gun.
I'm
but
not
it
a
looks
fan.
awkward, and people feels insecure when you get into some store or something. Everyone is scared actually
and
because they
it-
see the gun.
It
Actually,
kind of puts you at a target.
In
Like
target,
think about
yes.
it. Like if I'm shopping for produce and my back is to someone and they see my weapon, I can't see someone coming up
someone
on me.
coming on you. Yes,
So
even pulling
what
your
are the
gun or
chances
using
of
your
them
gun.
grabbing
Yeah.
your gun and using it on you or anyone else? Like God forbid.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, they have holsters that have like retention and stuff, but I don't want to be a target and I don't want to draw any more attention
Draw
to
attention
myself.
to yourself by carrying it,
Yeah.
carrying it openly. Okay, that's interesting point actually, because some people think that carrying it openly it just reduces crimes actually in the society because people know that you are carrying a gun. But I think I agree with you to some point that it shows more aggression and people just hesitant to talk to you or just put yourself as a target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when I see someone open carrying, I'm a little uncomfortable. And I'll be honest, and I carry regularly. So I just feel like, why do you need everyone to know that you're carrying a weapon? And think about it. In an active shooting situation, if someone comes into a place, who's the
Looks at
first
them,
who's the
yes.
first person you're taking out? I'm taking out the one with the weapon.
Yeah, I
So-
agree. Yeah, that's interesting. And what about the Vegas? You said that you. I saw you. I saw that you were on the Instagram. You said that you are coming from somewhere. Yes, yesterday.
Yes.
And you were showing a knife and the knife skills. I saw that you have a knife skills as well. What was that about exactly?
Yeah, so-
the way that you pulled the knife out of your pocket was interesting actually.
Oh.
So how you open it up?
Yeah, so that is a crambit made by Bastinelli. He's one of my favorite knife makers. And yeah, it literally.
You collect those?
I do.
Oh,
I do.
okay.
Yeah.
You're right.
So I love like the OTFs. It would be like an out the front, or some call it a switchblade. They are illegal in California unless the blade is, I want to say, like 2.85 inches. But for the most part, all the OTFs are. It's a felony in California.
Oh,
to
I
where
didn't
here,
know that.
Yeah, here they're fine. New York, no way.
The one that you were pulling actually in the Instagram?
Well, that is that would be considered. It's not an OTF because there's not a button that you push and then it comes out. So that needs to be. It would probably be more of like a folder because you need to actually. There has to be friction to deploy it, or like a folder, how you'd use your thumb.
Oh, okay. I heard those are so dangerous when you are just pulling it out. You can cut yourself.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
Yes?
people cut themselves all the time. So I would suggest working with a trainer blade before the actual blade. I see guys come up all the time and grab it, and I just kind of shake my head and they open it and there's the finger.
So you carry that as well, huh?
I do.
So you're fully loaded.
I do. Yeah,
You're ready for the battle.
I have a thing for weapons. I like weapons and cool shit. I don't know.
And how many knives you have, actually?
I probably have, I don't know. I have a lot of knives.
A lot of knives,
Yeah.
and you get the collection. That's
Yeah.
interesting. What about the guns? You have a favorite guns, actually? That you say that these pistols are the
now-
favorite ones?
I'm really loving my Atlas. So I have a double stack.
Double stack that you are
Are
practicing
you familiar
with
with Atlas?
Yes.
Oh, you are?
To some
Okay.
extent, but I'm not working or using them, but I'm familiar with the guns. I'm a
Okay.
gun owner myself,
Okay.
so I have multiple guns, but
And what is your gun of choice?
I use it for self-defense, not for athletic. I
Okay.
use a SIG, actually,
So you're-
2229, 2226, and
Okay.
also shotguns, actually, some of them, and the rifles, M400.
Okay,
Yes.
what's your shotgun?
Shotguns are the SIG, actually.
Oh, you have a
No,
SIG?
no, Beretta.
Beretta.
Beretta,
Okay.
yes. That's it.
I love
I
Beretta.
use those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I have a Mossberg, like a tactical Mossberg, and then I also have a Benelli,
Benelli,
which
yes.
is also made by Beretta.
Beretta, they are the
Which a
same.
lot of
It's a
people
high
don't
end of the
know.
Beretta. Yes,
Yeah.
it's a high end version of the Beretta.
Yeah.
Exactly, more sophisticated, and the system is a little bit different. The gas system.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Who
And
knew that?
you live in LA, right?
I live in LA, but I live in California, in Las Vegas, but I go over
Okay.
there, but I have guns over there as well. Yeah,
Oh,
but
okay.
mostly they are registered here, all of them. Yeah, because over there they just identify you when you carry a gun or something, or you have a gun actually on the driver license.
Oh, they
Yeah,
do.
they do. They say that.
Did you get your CCW in LA?
No, I
Okay.
can't. It takes too long, actually. Right now, after the Supreme Court allowed it, it takes 2 years, and you have to show a good cause, and you have to show something that the DA can just do it. They do it right now, but it takes a long time.
Right.
And you need a very good cause to carry it, actually.
Okay.
I'm not a criminal lawyer, so I don't deal with the cash, and not a family law lawyer. Most of them, they are family law lawyers. They apply because they get so many times get shooting in their offices because of the thing. If you are a family law lawyer, they are more lenient
You're
on you
a
to get the
target?
CCW, yes.
Wow, I
Rather than
didn't
the
know
criminal
that.
lawyer. Interesting, yes.
Wow.
Because more dramas in
A lot of
those and a lot of
emotions are
emotions.
flying.
Exactly, that's the thing. People come over and gun down the lawyers sometimes in the offices just because they misunderstand the law or just
And
they are
then-
not happy with the rulings.
Are you more business law then?
We
or-
are personal injury, and
Okay.
we do litigation in the medical malpractice, personal injury, and in Vegas I do some business litigation. I work for the judge Scan for 2 years, and then I open up my own firm in Vegas and California.
Oh, very
Yeah,
cool.
both places. Yes.
Where did you go to law school?
Boyd School of Law, Nevada. I'm Nevada.
I heard.
Okay.
Well, I heard that we have like one of the best law
Yeah,
schools.
it's one of the best law schools. It's ranked around 58 actually within the 20 years. That is amazing actually for that law school, and it has the best writing programs and good opportunities out of this school in the state of Nevada because you can get the clerkship. That's one of the prestigious position and learning positions actually.
Okay.
That you can learn a lot by working for a judge as a research attorney. Yes, after graduation, and then you can just being exposed to many cases, different kinds. Actually,
Nice. I just got served a lawsuit.
so you need a lawyer then.
2 months ago, yeah.
It's a patent infringement or something.
No, it was based on my social media. So somebody saw a post that I did, and this is so frustrating that an attorney actually took the case, and so he's suing me
For what?
for my claims that the vodka made me fit during quarantine. So he said he purchased this vodka because he thought it would make him fit because of my Instagram post. And the vodka didn't make him fit, so he's suing me.
He's a lawyer?
No, it's a random person. And then I got served with papers, and I'm like, this is a bunch of crap. Like, what a joke. And then,
Wow.
yeah, I had to get an
That's
attorney
ridiculous.
in LA. And now they're...
And you're sued in California or sued in Nevada? Which state?
No, the lawsuit came from Illinois.
Illinois. Mm-hmm. You're sued in Illinois federal court or a state court? You don't know?
Federal.
Federal court?
Federal court. It's now a federal case because of the amount of money that they're seeking
He's
and
taking more than
damages.
$75,000,
Yes.
and you are Nevada residents,
Yes.
and he is a he or she?
He.
And what's his name?
Well,
I don't want to say
yeah.
that. Yeah, don't say it on the show. But that's interesting that people just sue for these things, man.
I know. And then it's like just
That's
such a
ridiculous.
waste of money
A
to
waste
like
of
have to
money.
hire an attorney and defend myself over
He's the
something
person that
that's,
is looking for the publicity, you think?
I don't know what the hell he's looking for. He's looking for a payout. That's what he's looking for.
And he claimed that he drank vodka to lose weight during the pandemic.
Yeah. and
And he listened to you as
And
a
I'm to
non-doctor,
blame.
non-dietitian.
I don't even drink. Yeah. Yes. So I'm to blame, and now
How he relied on that.
Now I have to pay, which is so shitty. Like there has to be some recourse for us, right?
Yeah.
Now I have to pay to defend myself.
That's very...
Yeah, you laugh it up over there.
Yeah,
This is
that's,
what I'm dealing with.
Yeah, that's funny, man. At the same time, possibly it's a publicity. I don't know. Hopefully you got the lawyer. You have 21 days in federal court to just respond.
I did.
You did? Okay.
And then we pushed it back till February.
That's no one thinks that you get sued for those things.
No, I'm like, I don't have time for this. It's ridiculous. And then, yeah, like I guess there's like a lot of, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out like I don't know.
Like
A lot of questions.
A lot of questions rather
Yeah.
than answers because you don't know really what he wants out of it.
Yeah, I mean, you just don't know, and then you have to take all these precautions to protect yourself. I'm like, is my house protected? Like, you know what I mean? It's just a lot. Like
Because
to
of
be
the what?
like if are they going to file a judgment against me? What if he wins?
To
What
protect
if,
your assets,
yes,
actually. Yeah,
yes.
that's interesting. That's very interesting that people, they do it, unfortunately, and these are the things that we deal with, and it brings a bad name for the lawyers.
Yeah,
Plaintiff
well,
lawyers.
that's what the first thing I did is look up the attorney that took the case, and I'm like, what a piece of shit. Like,
That's
but-
very interesting. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's great that you were coming actually on this show despite of your busy schedule. I know that you came from
LA.
LA, yes? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's great. I
Yeah,
thought
thank
that
you
you were
so much for
coming from
having me.
Hawaii.
No, I was Florida, LA, and then back here for your show, and then I leave for Hawaii.
Oh, Hawaii. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
so-
great. Thank you very much for coming in, and hopefully you just get over with that ridiculous lawsuit.
Yeah.
That's so funny
I
and
was
ridiculous
telling-
at the same time.
I was telling John if I would have known, I would have brought my papers and had him look it over.
I will take a look at it
Yeah.
afterwards to see that what the allegations are, because reliance is the one part that really you have to rely reasonably. A person actually could rely on your statements or your ad, and you are not selling that vodka. Yes?
No,
So
I
you
was
are
like promoting it.
promoting it,
Yeah, and the
actually.
company actually wrote our captions. So I just did like a copy and paste of the caption. But what my attorney is saying, you're responsible for everything you say. So just because someone sent you the caption, just know that whatever you put out, which makes sense, like I'm responsible for. But my argument is like, hey, what makes me fit isn't necessarily going to make you fit. So
Yeah, I agree. And also you have to possibly file a cross complaint.
I know, but
indemnification
does he, like,
from that company.
does he really have anything? Or
You have to talk to that company to say that they can possibly pick up your defense as well.
oh, so that would be
They are sued as well?
yes.
Okay, so they possibly should pick up that lawsuit, actually.
So it would be, what is it called again?
Indemnification and contribution.
Yeah.
Usually, if you promote something, you just sign a
Yes.
contract that if there's any issues arising out of this promotion, you are going to indemnify me,
Yes.
and you are going to give me the text, you are going to give me the photos, you are going to give me all the things and what I'm going to say.
Yep.
And if you said whatever that they had on their advertisement, that you didn't say make any statement on your own,
Yeah.
most likely. So that's the issue. You need to file a cross
I'm-
complaint for the contribution and
Yeah.
indemnification, or they can just pick up your cost actually for
Yes.
defense actually. So you have
on
a one.
that.
So it's a free
Yeah.
consultation
Thank
that you
you.
got out of.
I'm on it.
Okay, thank you very much
Oh,
for
thank
coming
you
in,
so
and we
much.
will be in touch.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a good day.